Hello viewers, what's up? Hope you are well. Today's motivational story is from YouTube tutorials to Hollywood director, the inspiring story of Liam Carter. In a dusty little town of Nebraska, 17-year-old Liam Carter sat in his dimly lit room, his fingers trembling with excitement as he uploaded his first video to YouTube. The video, an amateur short film shot with a borrowed DSLR and a tripod made of stacked books, was rough around the edges. But to Liam, it was a masterpiece. Raised by a single mother who worked two jobs, Liam didn't have access to fancy film schools or expensive gear. What he had was hunger to tell stories, to create something bigger than himself. Every night after school and part-time shifts at the local grocery store, Liam would lock himself in his room and dive deep into YouTube tutorials. From lighting techniques to editing in Premiere Pro, he consumed content like a man starved. He followed channels like Film Riot, Peter McKinnon, and Indie Mogul. He learned not just the technical skills but also the language of cinema, how to frame a shot, how to evoke emotion, how to use silence. One winter morning, Liam uploaded a short film titled The Silence in Snow. Shot entirely on his phone during a snowstorm, the film was about a grieving man who finds peace through a chance encounter. The story was raw, heartfelt, and deeply personal. It struck a chord online. It went viral. Film blogs picked it up. A popular filmmaker even retweeted it. Liam's subscriber count skyrocketed overnight. 2 weeks later, Liam received an email that changed everything. An indie production house in Los Angeles was impressed with his work and wanted to collaborate. They offered to fly him out to LA for a meeting. Liam, who had never been on a plane before, stood on his front porch in disbelief. His mother cried. It wasn't just an opportunity, it was validation. LA was overwhelming. The fast-paced life, the industry jargon, the subtle dismissals from people who thought of him as just another YouTuber, it was a lot. Liam felt like a small fish thrown into a raging ocean. But he didn't stop. He observed, listened, and quietly kept working. He took small editing gigs, helped on indie sets, and networked at every chance he got. At a local film workshop, Liam met Daniel Foster, a seasoned screenwriter whose career had hit a slump. Daniel saw something in Liam, rawness, honesty, and relentless determination. They started collaborating. Daniel taught him how to craft character arcs and structure a screenplay. In return, Liam brought energy, new ideas, and a fresh perspective. Their partnership became the foundation of something big. Together, Liam and Daniel wrote a script titled Last Light, a coming-of-age drama about a boy who records his town's final moments before it's submerged underwater. It was poignant, poetic, and visually rich. They pitched it to several studios. Most rejected it, but one believed. Liam found himself directing a real feature film with a modest budget. The cast was mostly unknown, but everyone believed in the story. Liam poured his heart into every frame. He cried with his actors, stayed up all night editing, and personally checked every detail of the set. When Last Light premiered at Sundance, it received a standing ovation. Critics hailed it as a fresh voice in cinema. Success came fast. Interviews, agents, offers. Hollywood doors flung open. But so did the challenges. Pressure to replicate success. Doubts from insiders who labeled him a fluke. Liam began to feel distant from the very thing he loved, storytelling. He missed the purity of creating without expectations. He took a break and returned to Nebraska. Reconnected with his mother, walked the fields he once filmed with his phone. He realized that the heart of his stories was not in big budgets or Hollywood glitz but in real people, real struggles. He filmed a documentary about his town, its people, their hopes, and the beauty in the ordinary. Years later, Liam stood on the stage of the Dolby Theatre, accepting an Oscar for Best Director. He thanked his mother, YouTube, his hometown, and every tutorial that helped him learn. The boy who once balanced a camera on books had finally made it. With success, Liam started a free online filmmaking academy for underprivileged kids. He partnered with creators, offered gear donations, and created a scholarship in his mentor Daniel's name. He made sure that other dreamers like him never had to wait for permission to tell their stories. Liam's rise wasn't without darkness. Amidst red carpets and flashing cameras, he began experiencing anxiety. The pressure to constantly deliver brilliance gnawed at him. He would wake up at night with panic attacks, doubting his own talent. The film world, though glamorous on the surface, could be isolating beneath. Liam started therapy quietly, afraid of being seen as weak. It was the beginning of his internal healing. Liam met Ava Delgado, a passionate environmental activist and documentary filmmaker. Unlike others, Ava had no interest in fame, only truth. Her grounded nature drew Liam in. Their connection was slow, thoughtful, and healing. For the first time, Liam found someone who loved not the director, but the person. Liam struggled with imposter syndrome. A major studio greenlit his second feature, an ambitious sci-fi drama. But the process was brutal. Studio interference, budget issues, and creative clashes nearly broke him. He'd return home exhausted, questioning his choices. Ava stood by him, reminding him why he started. Critics were harsh. Headlines called him a one-hit wonder. Social media turned cruel. It was his first big failure, and it shattered his confidence. He disappeared from the public eye, shutting himself in for weeks. The pain of disappointing those who believed in him cut deep. Liam broke down during a podcast interview. He opened up about the failure, the pressure, the anxiety. His raw honesty touched millions. Messages of support flooded in, from fans, filmmakers, even critics. That night, he realized something powerful. Failure wasn't the end, it was a beginning. Short films, low-budget experiments, no deadlines, no expectations. He collaborated with unknown talents. He rediscovered joy in filmmaking, not for awards, but for storytelling. Ava filmed their journey for a personal documentary, capturing Liam's rebirth as a creator. The proposal under the same tree where he once filmed his first YouTube short, Liam proposed to Ava. She said yes. Their wedding was intimate, with handwritten vows and homemade decor. It wasn't about grandeur, it was about love, authenticity, and growth. Fatherhood. A year later, they welcomed a daughter, Isla. Fatherhood changed Liam. Late-night feedings, lullabies, and bedtime stories sparked a new kind of creativity. He wrote a children's film inspired by Isla, one that would later win him his second Oscar. A film school for all. Liam launched an online platform, Every Story Matters, offering free tutorials in multiple languages, mentorship programs, and a filmmaking app that worked offline for rural areas. His mission was simple: no storyteller left behind. Revisiting the past, he returned to his old school in Nebraska to shoot a mini-series with local kids. The project became a viral sensation. Seeing his childhood classroom turned film set brought tears. His former teacher hugged him, saying, "You never stopped dreaming." Ava's documentary, Ava's personal documentary, Unfiltered, The Real Liam Carter, premiered at TIFF. It portrayed the vulnerable, struggling, loving, and evolving Liam the world didn't know. Critics called it brutally honest and deeply inspiring. Liam cried watching it, his life seen through the eyes of love, loss, and reflection. Tragedy struck when Liam's mentor, Daniel Foster, passed away. The loss hit hard. Liam delivered the eulogy, his voice trembling. He dedicated his next film to Daniel, a biopic that told Daniel's untold story of resilience. It won hearts across the globe. Liam had become a symbol not just of success, but of vulnerability and hope. Film schools invited him to speak. Young creators idolized him. But he always reminded them, "I'm just a kid who watched tutorials. You can be too." The Hollywood chair offered the chair of a major Hollywood studio's creative board. Liam accepted, but with conditions. He changed how pitches were heard, ensured representation, and opened the doors for unknown voices. He became a changemaker, not just a filmmaker. Cracks in the mirror fame came with critics. Some accused him of losing touch, of becoming too polished. Liam took it seriously. He stepped back, asked questions, listened. He directed a film about ego and humility, his most introspective work yet. The return to YouTube 15 years after his first upload, Liam returned to YouTube. He posted a video titled, "Thank you for watching." It was a single take, no edits. Just him, in his old room, holding the same DSLR. Millions watched. Millions cried. Isla's first film, now a teenager, Isla made her first short film. It wasn't perfect, but it had heart. Watching her behind the camera, Liam beamed with pride. He saw in her the same spark he once had. The circle was complete. The final frame, years down the line, Liam sat on a porch with Ava, their hair silver, watching the sun dip below the horizon. He whispered, "All stories end, but what matters is how we tell them." His journey, from a boy with a camera to a man who touched hearts, had become a legacy. That's all for today's story. Please comment and let us know what you learned from today's story. And if you like it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Thank you.